What is up everyone, this is King090 and this is going to be a brand new video for you today, and today's topic is going to be about me complaining about a few things. That is right, this is going to be a rant video slash complaint fest for you guys. So every now and then, whenever I think of a thing to complain about, I'm going to be complaining about it. That is what it is, literally. But for my sake and for your guys' sake, it's something that everyone can relate to if they've done the same thing, or they've experienced the same thing when they're actually working at a fast food restaurant. By the title of this video, if I actually did put it up as a title, is that it is about people who leave their trash on the tables, or even make a giant mess for that matter. So let's get on with it, and this is just right here right now. A regular restaurant is not the same as a fast food restaurant, because at a regular restaurant it is expected for the waiters and the waitresses to actually clean up after the people. And for a fast food restaurant, it is more of a common courtesy. It's not the same class, for crying out loud, but it's common courtesy to actually pick up after yourself and to actually throw away the contents into the trash can. That is what it is. We could clean up the tables, we could clean up the chairs, but for people who actually leave all their trash on the tables and the chairs, that's where the more annoyance comes in. Like I said, if you work at a fast food restaurant, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It just shows no respect for the people or for the employees actually serving you. That is what I see in it, and that's why I have a problem with it. So whenever I'm at a fast food restaurant, I always clean up after myself. I've always done that. I never leave everything or anything behind. I clean up after myself, and I make sure that the table is as clean as it was before I sat down and started to eat. Yes, sometimes there's a little bit of grease lines everywhere, but not everywhere, but just a few grease lines every now and then, but that can't be helped at sometimes. But I'm just talking about full-blown tornado at a table, for crying out loud. Salt everywhere, ketchup stains everywhere, saying that I hate you on the table. It's just whatever it is that causes people to just leave everything at the table. It's just so utterly annoying, and just makes us think like, what has made them so mad, or why are they so irresponsible on themselves to actually just place that upon everybody else, just to place all that trash and anger to everybody else. We even had like returning customers who do the same thing over and over and over again, and we've actually contemplating on letting them know, is like, hey, you keep doing this every single time, we do not want you here. And he's probably like a visitor of some sort, because every now and then it's pretty much seasonal that he actually comes by and does this. Like, we've had one customer who actually just picked the messiest of foods and just leaves it at the table. He even brings newspapers that he just scatters around at the table. Why do we have to clean up after yourself? It just shows that you can't even do that for yourself. My God, it's just really utterly annoying. That's just, like I said, it's a complaint fest. It's just one of those things. Just mainly the more problems I have with it, it's just not going to go away, but it's just one of the things that you're going to have to experience in life if you work at a fast food restaurant. You're going to have people who don't even pick up after themselves, and they expect you to do that for them. And one of the little, like, what's the thing? Icing on the cakes for one of these instances is that we have a soda machine, that you have a self-serve station, that you could actually get yourself a soda anytime you want. As long as you already paid for the soda, you could get as many refills as you want. So what people would actually do is that they would actually get up from their table, get the refill, and just leave the store. The trash can is not even 3 steps away from the soda station, so you could actually get your tray, put it away, and then get yourself a refill and go out the door. That's all we ever ask for, is people to actually completely pick up after themselves. Even if there's a little bit of some messes here and there, that's fine. Just as long as they do the majority of the cleaning up, that's what we're okay with. But what we're not okay with is just full-blown tornado at a scene. Especially when people bring their families to lunch, my God. And especially when they actually have kids around as well. They don't even actually look after the kids. They allow the kids to make a mess everywhere. That's a little bit of annoyance as well. It's just pretty much time consuming to clean up after them. And especially if we're going to have a dinner time or a lunchtime rush, and we have to spend time cleaning up the tornado scene. And again, it's efficiency at this point. That we can't be efficient if we have to clean up after everybody else. That's where the more stress comes in, and that's when the managers are actually pushing you to hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. It's like, you want us to do a good job, or you want us to do a slacker job at this point? Ah, well, So moving on is that one of the main pet peeves that I have at this point, and all the other employees have this kind of pet peeve too, is that whenever a family comes in, they leave the mess behind, especially if it has to deal with the messiest of foods. And what kind of an example are you setting up for the kids if you're telling them like, hey, it's okay to leave a mess because there's going to be other people cleaning up after you, but at the same time, they turn it around whenever they get at home and saying like for the kids, like, pick up after yourselves. I'm not going to be the one cleaning up after you every single time. That is just hypocrisy at its finest. And one of the employees said it at best. It's like, whatever manners that they have at a restaurant, it's the same manners as that they have at home. And it may not be always the case for them, but it's just really hypocrisy right there that they're going to be leaving a mess at a restaurant, but at home, they're going to try to be as clean as they can. Why is this a thing? Why can't I not sleep right now? I'm looking at the clock. It's already nearly midway. Hurry up. I want to go to sleep. Ah, well. But yeah. And there's also another pet peeve is that the parents who do not control their kids, they let the kids do whatever they want. I see kids running around the restaurant because it's more of a hazard for the kids. If they were to fall, it's on them and not on us at least. But the fact of the matter is we don't want that to happen regardless. And I've actually seen kids pick up the salt packets, you know, like the salt shakers, and they just turn it over and let all the salt pour out. Why? Why do kids have a fascination with salt? Or even pepper for that matter. I've seen a few kids actually sneeze because of the pepper. And I've actually seen one kid actually lick the top off the freaking salt shaker. And I'm like, oh my god, that's really disgusting. I had to go over there and clean all that up, sterilize it, and then ultimately actually had to throw it away too, because we couldn't even leave that at the table. But still, the parents are oblivious that this happened. And I even had one point where there was another kid who actually had the salt shaker in his hand and started pouring it on the table, and while the parents were actually taking the order, I was like looking at the kid, and eventually the parent actually was following my eyes and seeing that their kid was actually making a mess. And when the parent actually pulled the kid away, the child started crying. So it's like, yep, that has happened. Keep an eye on your kids. And of course, the parent actually apologized and cleaned up after the kid. So at least I was respectable. They didn't just leave it there. So at least that was kind of good news. But still, over the fact that it's just mainly annoying to see that this is what humanity has come down into, where the people don't even have the common courtesy to actually pick up after themselves. And if you've seen it for yourself, you know exactly how it is. Even if you don't work at a fast food restaurant, it's still common courtesy because it's more of an, like, what's it called? Trying to remember what it is. It's a burden, really. It's a burden. So, it's just like if you have a party and your guests don't actually throw away all the food or all the paper plates in the trash can. You have to clean up after them. If I can even talk right, that's kind of a little bit of like a relation or similarity at that point too. Did I not get any glass panes? Nope, I did not. Well, that's embarrassing. And I didn't even get any food. God dang it, I came unprepared. I'm gonna have to go all the way back for this one. Ah, well, this is what the land is looking like right now. We're getting rid of all the sand. We're gonna replace it all with dirt. It's just gonna be nice. Eventually, you're gonna see everything green once more, so don't worry about it. We're gonna have to place torches around so that the mobs won't spawn underneath the whole area. Like you see right there, like right there where all the torches are at. That's just how this setup's gonna be, so we won't have to worry about mobs. But please, 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 tell me I'm not the only one who hates the fact that people don't clean up after themselves. Let me know in the comment section below if you experience the same thing and you kind of think the same way. And for those who actually do this, all I could ask is please have the common courtesy to actually just throw away the trash. Even if you can't pick up every little thing, it's just the thought that actually counts. That's all that matters. The littlest things makes a big difference. And by some odd chance that you work at a fast food restaurant and the same thing happens to you where people don't pick up after themselves, then maybe you will see why it could actually be annoying and a burden. Or a burden. A burden? That's not even a word. It's a burden to clean up after people. Yes, you're being paid for that, but again, the small little things actually makes a big difference in the long run. The only thing I really hate is that people just leave like sauce packets and just sometimes they even make a mess with sauce packets all over the table. It's like, you got a tray. This is what a tray is for. You could put the sauces on the trays and that is the end of it. Heck, I honestly, at times, I don't even mind if they leave the mess on the table, just as long as they put everything on the tray so it's easy to pick it up. But I've actually had to deal with just a lot of trash on the chairs, on the tables, everywhere, scattered around. And sometimes it takes me a minute to actually clean that up, a minute or two to clean it up. And some people may think that that's not much, but literally it has to take at least 5 minutes to clean up the lobby. Otherwise, then you're just wasting time and then the managers go on your case about that. So that 1 minute or 2 minutes actually make a big difference in actually cleaning up everything. But that's just on my perspective. All it is that people need to have a little bit more common courtesy to throw away the trash that they actually ordered, because it is their food and they have to throw away their food as such, because whatever the manners that they have at a restaurant, it kind of reflects on their manners at their home. That is all I can say. Really, that's all I could say for now. And I don't know if anyone actually can relate with me on this little rant, but if you can, let me know in the comment section below. So in any case, if anything else, if you guys work at a fast food restaurant, let me know your stories at a fast food restaurant. Like, the biggest mess has anyone ever actually placed upon you and now you had to clean up after them. So what did you think about that and all the other stuff that has to go along with that? So I have nothing else to say. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. If you're brand new to the channel, please subscribe, because I upload videos every single day, except for Sundays, of course, because that's going to be my day of rest. And all my social media is down in the description below. If you need to ask me any questions or comments or anything that you would like for me to make a video about, either on the the comment section below or on my Facebook or Twitter, you may do that. And if I do make a video about your suggestion, then I will credit you by linking your channel and annotating your channel and thanking you verbally by just saying like, hey, this person made a message. Thank you for that, and I made a video about that, and that's how I could give you a shout out, giving you thanks for helping me out with something to do or something to talk about for that day. So there may be other rants that are coming up, and probably not going to be after this video, but for a time being, that this is my rant for now, and that's all I gotta say. So have a great day, everyone. I'm SorkingZ090, and as always, I will see you in the next video.